Yo guys, sorry you already know that today we are back playing some more Fire Emblem Engage. We are headed off towards the final chapter, which I assume is going to be some sort of showdown with Lord Sombron. I say I assume that as if we haven't been directly told that. We have been. So, you know, I'm just going to skip over all these skirmishes showing up. We don't care about the skirmishes. You can access the final battle with fellow Dragon Sombron from the second floor balcony of Somniel's Cafe Terrace. Oh. So we didn't need to go to the world map at all. Well, I didn't know that. Well, I guess we'll go back to the Somniel. Welp. So much for that. I'm so glad that it waited until I was on the world map to be like, oh, actually go back to where you came from. I don't know. I guess not everybody goes directly back to the Somniel, because you can, after the previous chapter, you can choose to just go to the world map, which will then direct you to the Somniel. But whatever. We just had to sit through an extra loading screen, I suppose. So, whatever. So up here is where we go to final battle. Let's do it.
The final battle is upon us. When you are ready, we will move the Somniel itself to the portal. Once we face the Fell Dragon, there may be no turning back. Are you ready of mind and equipped for what's ahead?
I sure am. I mean, I hope I'm still able to come back so I can go do the Fell Xenologue stuff. I think I should be able to, from all accounts, but...
The Somniel is ascending. We should reach Sombron soon.
How are we even doing that?
Let's win this battle, and then return home together.
How did we decide to move the entire Somniel?
Yes, of course.
Oh no, he's dying.
Marth, what's happening to you?
I can't hide this any longer, can I?
Hide what?
There's something I should tell you before we arrive. The portal has destabilized our world. I lack physical form, as do the other emblems. We may not be able to hold ourselves together.
I had no idea. I wish I had realized.
We're gonna lose the emblems for the final chapter.
But if the portal is doing this, then it's only temporary, right? After we close it, you and the other emblems will recover.
The moment the portal closes, there will be a great distortion.
How do you know this?
We will not be able to withstand it.
How do you know this?
What are you saying?
When the battle is done and the portal closed, all emblems aside from you will cease to be.
How do you know that? It hasn't happened before. Like, I know you're right because it's being written that way, but you have no reason to know that.
You mean, if we defeat Sombron, if we close the portal, we'll lose you and the other emblems?
Yes.
We've been together this whole time, and now you're just going to disappear?
Yes, you and I, Marth, we've been together the whole time, and we're never separated. Definitely not from chapters 10 to chapter 20? 21, with a bunch of paralogs in between. We weren't separated like that at all.
Please, Marth. I don't want to lose you and the others. We need you.
Leaving the portal open would doom this world. Would you prefer that?
No, but...
We emblems came into existence in order to aid this realm. We would do anything to protect the people of Helios, even if it means our end.
They were allowed to exist like 1,000 years ago and fight alongside whatever.
So our promise
before.
to rebuild Helios together. Our plan to see the world.
But now randomly.
None of that is possible.
Just because they decide that... But I just don't understand. What is the purpose of saying, like, oh, I decide that it's way cooler and more emotional if we just make the emblems disappear? Like, why? That didn't need to happen.
I'm so sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
And it's not actually going to matter because there's no, like, post-game that matters with the emblems, but still.
Too much. But when I thought about a future with you by my side, I felt truly happy.
There is a promise I can still keep. In Lethos, the day you awoke. What did I say when you summoned me? Your ally. Until the very end.
I remember.
I will never break that promise. Until this war's end. Until my own. I will stay by your side.
You're so kind, Marth. You've always been so kind.
You are too. That's why we've made it this far. More than your strength. It's your care for others that has brought us all here.
Thank you.
Now prepare yourself. We'll arrive at the portal soon.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have enough emotional investment in the story to care that the emblems are going to disappear. Like, obviously, I mostly just dislike it because it doesn't add anything to the story. At least with like Lumera and stuff, they expected to make you care about the bond between Alier and Lumera, so that way when she gets ripped away again, it's like, oh, at least it makes sense for the story they're trying to tell. The emblems leaving just doesn't add anything.
It's beautiful, but very cold.
You two, here.
Sombron.
Papa.
I did not expect you to survive, let alone reach me here.
But I
We've come
did.
to stop you from destroying Elios.
I am done with your worthless world. Return to it and shut the portal. Live in peace there. You stay in your world. I now leave for other ones. That should satisfy us both.
You're going to return and attack Elios again. We'll never believe you wouldn't. And you've caused too much suffering, too much loss to run free.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably just be like, hey, we have the power to stop you from destroying other worlds, so like, we're just gonna stop you because that's what heroes do and whatnot.
We will defeat you right now and prevent you from invading any other worlds.
Invading other worlds? You think my desire is so simple?
I mean, you just want to like rule them, right?
Am I wrong?
Invasion is merely a means to an end. What I seek is a reunion. A reunion with Zero Emblem.
What is that?
Zero Emblem?
I've not heard word of this before.
Of course not. That emblem is not of your world, nor am I.
What do you mean?
Beyond this portal lie infinite worlds. One of them was my home. It had its own emblem rings, and a war arose to control them. My kind lost. The enemy used the ring's power to slaughter my relatives. All of them. I was very young. Our enemies granted me alone the mercy of exile.
You mean they sent you to Elios?
And then you enacted the same thing on everybody else.
World, ruled by godlike dragons. I was meant to live a quiet life there, but I brought something with me, unknown to them. A single emblem ring.
Zero Emblem.
In my world, known as the Emblem of Foundations. With my power, unable to speak, legend said this emblem fought without aid. So much ambition, and no allies. That story showed me the way forward in my complete isolation. I was trapped in this world, without friends or family. Only that emblem gave me comfort.
Whoever it was must have been mighty indeed. An emblem should not be able to survive traveling from one world to another.
Oh, maybe it's a secret so you guys can survive.
To stay in form in a new world, even for moments. I've never heard of such power.
Now you want a reunion. So that emblem is gone.
Exactly. And all because of villagers that found me a few years after I arrived. They mistook me for an abandoned child. They pitied me. My first connection in your world. Soon after, the emblem deserted me, leaving only the ring behind. And why? For bonding with the people of this world. I
Doesn't really make all that much sense, but okay.
Then, I reduced their village to ash. I swore to forego all bonds in pursuit of my ambitions.
I don't even know if we're gonna get answers, but this just feels like a giant misunderstanding. Or, I don't know, maybe the Emblem's just evil, who knows?
I fought alone, confided in none, preparing to return to my world, to exact revenge. I needed pawns for my plan, and territory. I spent years amassing it all. Then I attacked.
So, the war 1,000 years ago. That's what it was about?
But Papa, you weren't alone in this world. Mama loved you deeply. Your believers, your attendants, my siblings, Sepia, Chris, Marnie, Mavir, my brother and me. Everything we did was for you.
As I said, pawns. Acting on my command and mine alone. Meant to be used and discarded. Deaths which mean nothing.
That's why you killed them all. But what about us? You wanted us to die?
You were no different to me.
That should not surprise you.
How horrible.
You can't be right about your emblem. You weren't left behind.
What?
A solitary warrior like that emblem would know how hard it is to be alone. And would stay by your side, sparing you that loneliness and exile.
Especially if they came with you and then just, like, decided to delete that. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Until you weren't alone, and had new people in your life. Until you were okay. Don't you think more than anyone, a true friend like that wanted you to have those connections?
You know nothing. Nothing at all about my emblem.
That's true. But if your emblem disappeared without a word, then you don't either. No one does.
All the more reason to be reunited. I will scour world after world.
Sombron, the emblem of foundations is no more. You can search and search, but there's no point. You might meet the original hero, but emblems are not the same beings. We are not them. You will never be reunited with your emblem. Ever again.
Be silent.
I can only imagine how much resentment you feel. But to sacrifice so many others, to be so selfish you destroy the world, kill your own children, it's all just so wrong.
It sure is.
I said be silent. You are speaking of things you do not understand. If not for my emblem, I would have died powerless, small. That emblem had the strength to stand alone. Unlike you, huddled together, whining like dogs.
Take a drink every time Sombron says the word emblem in his speech. And, I don't know. You're welcome for the alcohol poisoning.
Such a warrior showed me the meaning of all existence. Fight alone. Take revenge.
You're wrong. That's impossible. No emblem wants to see a world destroyed. We aid people through our bonds with the divine dragons. We are a force for good. We would never choose to let our power be exploited for evil.
Enough of this nonsense. I won't let you stop me or sway my intentions. I have striven for this for thousands of years. If you intend to stand in my way, you will die.
This is it. Prepare for battle, everyone.
All right. Let's see what this is all about. Is this like some giant map, or is it more about the confrontation with just Sombron, who's just going to be like really strong? I can see it going either way. There's not that many enemies on the field. Yeah, this is more just about the confrontation with Sombron. Okay. Well, looks like there's just kind of a mix of random units. I don't know who's going to not show up, but I definitely want to bring Rosado and Clan just because they didn't get to be here last time. So, let's let We're gonna take away Alchrist. I don't think we need 2 archers. And then let's I'll take away Fram. Fram isn't gonna add that much offensive value. Yeah, we'll just do something like this. And then in terms of emblem rings, just in terms of to give them you want Leaf? What's this do? You know what? Have Leaf.
I am ready.
And then oh, you know what? How about we do this? Clan gets Micaiah.
Lady Micaiah!
Of course.
And then as a result trades his iron sword for like a healing staff. You can take mend. Yeah, just something like that. I don't know if I need to really swap spaces all that much. Alright, seems like Sombron is just going to be able to attack no matter what. Nope, that's not Sombron. That's other people that can just reach me. Oh, they're all going to have like the legendary weapons and stuff. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, okay. Alright. Let's have sword people over here. Axe units more in the middle. Lance units over to the left. You can come here. Something like that. Sure, that should be fine. Let's at least get a head start. We'll see how far we can make it into this. It's not... I don't think it's going to be that long, so let's see.
You dare turn your blade on me. You dare interfere with that which I have sought for so long.
Yep.
Such fatal hubris. You will pay for that accordingly. Witness how fragile your bonds really are.
What's happening?
Alright, I'm just going to disappear.
I am sealing off the portal back to your world. It's what I should have done the moment you arrived here. I fear your Emblem allies are too weak. They will be lost in the distortion between dimensions forevermore.
This cannot be the end. If we must part, remember all that we have done. Marth!
Others!
Emblems are...
Yo, it's kind of annoying if we're not going to be able to use them for the final battle.
Goodbye someday. But I thought there was time.
So much for your precious emblems. In a matter of moments.
Kind of rude for them to let me set up my emblems for the final battle and then just take them away.
For I shall inflict no further harm upon your world. Though you will die here as I have lived. In anguish, far from home.
We can never go home?
I've been ready to die from the start. Brodia, my land, I pray you endure.
It seems Elusia will never truly know me.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Worry not. I have no desire to prolong your suffering. When I am finished, not one trace of me in your world shall remain, as though I was never there at all.
I'll stop you.
Is that so?
Yep.
Our fight isn't over. The portal's open. I can do this. If I give it my all, I can summon the emblems back to me.
I thought I just closed the portal.
How far we've come.
I was closing the portal.
Fight him at my side. Your faith in me gives me strength.
Yes, brother.
I do like the music that's happening here.
Vale.
I'll be with you every step of the way. I can't summon emblems, and I can't turn into a dragon. But I'm a royal dragon all the same.
Yeah, we weren't able to turn into dragons. I feel cheated, by the way.
Yeah.
Lumera could turn into a dragon. Sombron could turn into a dragon. Why can't I? Why can't Vale?
So much for each and every one of us. So this time, we're returning the favor.
I guess they needed some sort of excuse to have a big anime moment to have this go.
You've brought us quite a few miracles already. Of course, I believe in you. Never doubt.
Oh, is everybody going to get to say something?
We started this journey together. Now let's end it together. May our world prosper, Divine One.
You can do it, Divine One. Underdogs always find strength when they need it most. Trust me! This is the part of the tale where we fall to the dark or rise to the light. Let's reach for the light.
I could impersonate the emblems, but you know, it wouldn't be the same. So let's get them back.
I'm saving my tears for your victory speech. Our path is so clear, even I can't get lost.
They really nailed like all different facets of Bushiroad's personality into one little like sentence or two little sentences. That's really funny.
It's the final stretch of our run. If you get tired, we'll be here to give you a push.
I want us all to make it home alive. Be strong, Divine One. I believe in you.
Must we be so melodramatic? I suppose for the Divine Dragon I can make an exception.
This occasion is no different than any other. My belief in you has never once wavered.
There's a 100% discount on Lady Anna's aid services today. One-time offer, no refunds.
My victory drawing won't be complete without the emblems, Divine One. Bring them back to us.
You can do this. Since the day you woke up, I always knew you'd save the world.
All right, bring them all back.
Imbeciles. Your scrambling is both futile and pitiful.
I thought we were gonna get some time to actually do this battle, but we'll see.
You all one last time.
That's how long these cutscenes are.
Let us engage! Shine on, emblem of beginnings. Mark!
Oh my gosh, we have to re-summon all of them.
Care for us, emblem of echoes. Celica! Provide for us, emblem of the Holy War. Sigurd! Free us, emblem of genealogy. Leaf! Rise up, emblem of binding. Roy! Sweep across, emblem of blazing.
This is actually kind of cool. I'm just like, man, like when you reach like the end of like a game and you're just like, wow, I'm actually about to like beat a game that I've spent so long playing. It just, I don't know, it feels really nice.
Heal us, emblem of dawn. Micaiah! Reignite us, emblem of awakening. Lucina! Bear your fangs, emblem of fates. Corin! Teach us, emblem of the academy. Violet! And of course, the final emblem. Connect us! Fire emblem!
What?
Imagine if he could actually say his own name.
Emblems.
How much better that would be.
With our allies. The future may divide us once more.
I dream of a future where the main character of Fire Emblem doesn't have to be a self-insert character that isn't a self-insert character and has her own story.
This moment in time is all that matters.
What?
Love this music.
You are the flicker of an ember, a dying light. You're nothing. The deeper your bonds, the greater your pain when those bonds crumble to dust. Why invite that inevitable pain upon yourself? Why allow such weakness to exist? Give up and perish, foolish child of mine.
Yes, you see me as a child. Foolish and weak. And maybe you're right. Maybe that's all I am. But I am not alone. And we're stronger when we stand together. The breaking of bonds can hurt. But when the bond is reforged, it comes back as strong as ever. Or stronger. And it brings an even greater hope. If people are willing to work for it, any bond can be brought back to life. And that's what I'll do. Every single time. For however long it takes. You won't leave this place. Because we're going to stop you. Get ready, Sombron. This ends now!
Let's go! All right. Let's do it. All right. We're definitely going to get at least a few turns. I'd like to see if I can beat this whole thing. All right, so 54, 37. That's actually a little rough, not gonna lie. Are you gonna come for me? All right, let's maybe start over here. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier over here. At least Ike has like higher defense. Why are you over here?
I'm ready.
You should be over here. What do you have? Venomous. It's a range of 1. So I should attack you with somebody that can do like a ton of damage back. Or first, like Jean, perhaps.
I'll do my best.
I'm down for this. Alright, we'll keep the fire there. I mean, I guess Lapis can actually kind of deal... She actually gets doubled by you. Alright, so whoever's here is only going to take this attack. So it's a sword. 37, 36.
Whatever you ask.
So if I just switch out my lance... Oh, I should be able to take it. What is this? A legendary axe.
I am full of vigor.
Yeah, you sure are. You can go ahead just right there. I trust that you'll be able to win. I don't want to deal with the venomous. What are you? 46, 24.
Give me a
Zelkov is fine with that.
All right.
And then, yeah, you can be over here ready to
What's next?
help out there. Just kind of move people in position to help out on the next turn. Let's go. Oh, you missed. How are you gonna miss like that? You're gonna come for Jean. Ooh, 41 damage? Oh, right. I did it in a way that I would kill you before you even attacked. That's why I didn't do that math. I forgot that was actually kind of calculated. Oh, no crit. Very sad. Coming for Kagetsu. 0% chance to hit. Nice try. Hey, you're coming towards me. What about anybody else? Nope. Means I have all the time in the world to... Oh, I'm gonna punch you? Get punched, you fool.
Hurry.
Oh, well, I guess you didn't get punched. Very sad. Get... Ooh. Okay. So that's the Nova coming to attack me, which does attack twice. I think anybody with high resistance should be fine there, though. Yeah, like, I think Yunaka's fine there. So in that case...
You got it.
You go ahead and just take out this guy.
I have it.
Everybody wins.
Yep. Everybody is gonna win. Alright, I think we're perfectly fine here. We'll just do... we do break you, so this is fine. This doesn't even kill unless I crit. Oh, well. Speaking of crit.
I am
There we go. What was that, like, brute force thingy that, like, showed up? Oh, critical hits increase damage. I was about to say, 35 times 3, it's not, like, 140. You go there. You go up this way. We'll let Clan do some work here. I just want everybody to be involved in some way.
Sort of like that, maybe?
Magic and resistance. Yeah, you can go up a little bit. What is up there? Okay. What about... Well then, here, I'll just attack with Thorn from here. Somebody else can get the kill.
I'll help.
Who wants to get this kill? Oh, I know who wants to get this kill. Rosado. Your turn. You got this.
I almost broke a sweat.
Alright, and then... Ooh. Alright, so 44. Range of 2. Is that who we're taking the hits from? We sure are. I'm pretty sure Jean is fine here. Put you right there.
I'm prepared.
You can go there. Oh, Sombron's like right there. Yeah, I think we're actually going to be able to just beat Sombron today, which is really nice. Somebody should probably heal his alcohol. Oh, hey, Sombron's just like coming for me. What if I just beat Sombron next turn?
How I save lives.
I save lives by throwing fire at them. Yes, more magic for Jean. Let's go. You're gonna attack you, Naka. And miss. And die. It'd be that way. The completionist in me wants to attack the enemies and Sombron and kill them all in one turn. Which I think I'll be able to do, because Kagetsu can't even reach. Oh, dude, we have to engage with literally everybody on the final turn. You know that has to happen. Anybody who's going to be able to attack. Oh, I'm not going to be able to give it Giga 11 sword. We'll just do it this way. Oh, you missed. You had that 1% chance. I can't believe you missed. Alright, and we gotta kill this guy with somebody. We will do it... Can Clan actually kill? Looks like you can. Oh, wait, let's engage.
Here I go.
And, come on, can we do it with Shine? No. We have to use Balloony. That's fine. Alright, now everybody can attack Sombron. Yeah, just get out of there. Alright. Rosado. Actually, I should probably be going with people that can canter out of the way.
It's just like my fairy tales.
Sure is. I'm gonna Torrential Roar.
You fought so hard, traveled so far, merely to die.
My path is certain.
I'm just gonna use everything I have. Does it stop you from moving? It does. Get a level up for HP and luck. Look at that, then we can get out of the way. Oh, and I can't reach. Well, we're still gonna engage. And we're just gonna Storm's Eye. We're ready for that attack. I know you can't move, but we're ready. I just want to see as many cool animations for the last time on the playthrough as we can. Shelkov's not really gonna be able to do that much. Alright, here we go, here we go.
Emblem, engage.
We have to warp Ragnarok one last time. Easy, easy. And then we'll get out of there. So,
I can still help.
yeah, you sure can. I actually don't want Jean to take a counterattack because he's at a little bit lower health. So, get Cataclysm.
Out of my way.
That might have been a Rosado moment, potentially. So you can get that one there. Sure. It's Sigurd time. We're gonna override. I'd love to think it would do this. This is actually a lot of fun. This is a well-designed final chapter that gives you the opportunity to just do this. Pretty great. Wow, look at that good level up too. You can get out of there. Sure. Let's
Emblem engage.
Actually, I probably don't want to light all the ground on fire. I guess we can light this side of the ground on fire, or where's that gonna? That's gonna do all that. We're gonna save that actually. We're gonna engage. We're gonna run very far away, and then do this with a longbow, for sure.
As if I'd lose.
I don't think we're gonna get to use everybody.
I need to get stronger until no one can.
Sombron's not strong enough. Here, we'll even move farther away. Alright, here, we'll come over here.
Cuteness combined.
Yep. Yeah, this is how this is gonna end. Sorry, Zelkov, you're not gonna be able to be involved. Got that. Engage.
Let's go together.
Shield Gambit. There, you can still engage. You know what? You know what you need to do?
Emblem engage.
I'm actually just wasting time at this point. There you go. Get that Great Aether ready to go.
Quick change.
There. You get to engage. And just wait. Which, leaves the final... The final engage. Watch, he has like a secret second form. And I've just wasted all my potential things, but, I'm just gonna assume that I did not. And I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be the end.
You are pathetic. As if spurning me to be a divine dragon was not enough. Patricide.
Oh, that's unforgivable to you? Okay.
You killed your own children. Tried to destroy the world for your selfish desires.
Yeah, you don't really get to judge me.
You're the one who is beyond forgiveness.
I said your world meant nothing to me. It's people. My
Yeah, I said you meant nothing to me, so therefore you shouldn't be upset about it or try to do anything about it.
Once I leave, I will forget you. Even if we met again, I would not recall your face.
In other words, you'll make the same mistakes as before. So which of us is pathetic?
My prayers are with you.
I won't even speed this one up.
This is it.
Foolish. This is not over.
Oh, I don't like that you said that. Now I feel like I probably did waste all of my engages. We'll see. Unless we just win in a cutscene here. Oh no! There's more! No! I mean, of course there's more, but also, that's kind of bad. I basically used all of my great resources just for the fun of it. We'll see if I can come back from that. We'll be fine. I think I have some resources still available to me.
Sombron called reinforcements. But what are they?
You thought I sat idly, waiting for you to arrive. I could not bring back my emblem, but I summoned others of equal power. Dark emblems, who once plunged their worlds into despair.
Dark emblems?
That presence. So familiar. Yes. These are the foes we fought in our original forms. Perhaps we should match each emblem to their own enemy. But I can't sense who is who.
Yeah, I don't know either.
We should move closer. With caution.
Okay, a barrier made by dark emblems that reduces damage to Fel Sombron. Defeat dark emblems to weaken the barrier. Alright. Dark emblems are powerful foes, but they are susceptible to attacks immune to sync or engage from an emblem from their world. This is a really neat idea. Is there a way for us to figure that out without, like, knowing? Oh my gosh. Corrupted Shadow Dragon. Corrupted Dark God. Alright, well, Shadow Dragon is Marth. Corrupted Dark Bishop. We have Corrupted and Warfather. Okay, I mean, I don't know all of them, but I think we will figure it out. This is a thing that we do on the next time, though. And we do get all of our emblems back, so I did not waste all of my emblem stuff, which is very, very neat. But yeah, we have more stuff. I think once we do this whole thing and then beat Sombron, I think we will be all good. Wow, you have a lot of stuff that you can do. Alright, well, yeah, we will worry about that on the next time. I'm looking forward to finishing this final battle. Hopefully you're looking forward to seeing it. If so, let me know, but I will see you next time. So till then, peace out.